What's good, fam? Bam, it's your boy James R. Davis, Senior, man. I'm gonna drop some free game on you guys on this morning. What up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday to everybody. What's good, man? Got my organic coffee on deck this morning. Let me get posted up real quick. Just want to share some wisdom with you guys. Of course, you guys know I turned 50 the other day, and I just want to share some wisdom with you guys. Being 50 now, what have I learned about strategies, about money, about part-time jobs versus a part-time business? Let me explain, because here's what I found out. Here's what I eventually found out. It makes absolutely no sense to get a part-time job. It doesn't make no sense whatsoever. None. I'm going to explain why. And hopefully it will enlighten you. Hopefully it will open your eyes. Hopefully you'll get value from it. I'm pretty sure you will get value from it. There's no doubt about that. So let me get posted up real quick. I'm going to go in here and check on some watermelons. Grab all of them. Come on in, man. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Happy Tuesday. I'm pretty sure most people are at work this morning. Shouts out to the workers. Shouts out to the CEOs. Shouts out to the bosses. Much love to the BMG Money team. Big salute out to the Live Good family. Just popped a new diamond in 23 freaking days. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine putting yourself in a six-figure position in a matter of 23 days? 6 figures, right? Yearly, annually salary. Can you imagine doing that in a matter of 23 days? Man, some folks is not playing with Live Good at all. Some people just get it. The ones who get it, they get it. All right, let me get back in real quick, and I'm gonna fire off and explain why I say getting a part-time job makes absolutely zero sense versus starting a 1099 business. What's good, Leela? How you doing, my sister? Make sure y'all smash that like button. I can see, it's crazy that I can see it sideways now. For years I couldn't even see y'all sideways. So I'm gonna help some people out this morning. Hopefully you'll see value in what I'm going to share with you this morning. Once I learned this, it made all the sense in the world, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is time is more important than money. Time is more important than anything that we possess on this earth. Have a great day. Absolutely. You do the same, sis. So I say time is more important than anything, man. And people who go out and get part-time jobs, number one, they spend more time doing things they would, they spend more time away from doing the things that they would rather be doing on a part-time job, okay? So the time factor is the most important, okay? Besides the money and saving taxes and all that, time factor is the most important value proposition when it comes to owning a business, becoming a 1099 business owner versus being an employee. Okay, the time factor. Second thing is, on a part-time job, your income is super limited. Most people don't make but extra $300-500 a month part-time on part-time jobs, because again, there's limited time. Okay, if you're trading your time for money, that's called linear income. And so I want to introduce to some of you guys today something called passive income and residual income, two of the most powerful ways that you can earn income. It's not linear income. It's not trading your time for money. In fact, you guys are considered W-2 employees. You're in the highest tax bracket. You got 3 different tax brackets, okay? You got the highest tax bracket, you got the not so high tax bracket, and then you got the little bitty tax bracket. right? This the tax bracket that you want to become eventually. You want to get into the investor seat where you're paying less taxes on your money. Listen, you work for your money, right? You work hard for your money. So you should be keeping more of your hard-earned money, okay? So let me break this down and hopefully it helps. Getting a part-time job, number one, you're going to spend more time away from doing the things you would rather be doing. That's number one. Number two, your income is going to be limited. Okay. Number three, and another huge, big, important one is you're still a W-2 employee. You're still in that tax bracket. You're still being taxed 30-something%. What, 37% taxes? You see what I'm saying? And guess what is happening? You're still spending money on gas, still spending money on clothes, still spending money on food. You're still giving your children money, right? You still have all of these expenses with this part-time job, okay? Versus you making a simple shift and investing in yourself and starting a business. Here's the difference here. The moment you start a business, your financial situation just changed, and that is documented on your W-4 form. Remember the form you filled out when you first got your job? Some of you guys been on your job 10 years, 15, 20 years. You may not remember. But if you look at that form, it says it at the top left-hand side that when your financial situation changes, you have the right to change and adjust your W-4. Well, immediately when you just joined the business, and for the past, 4 or 5 years, here are the numbers that I've seen. Here are the example numbers that I've seen and witnessed for myself. An extra $100 a month, an extra $500 a month. The most I've heard coming back into a person's paycheck is an extra $3,000 per month coming back into that person's paycheck. And all that person did was start a business, put themselves into a 1099 tax bracket. What's up, Seti? So think about that for a second. You spending extra time away for an extra $200 or $300 a month. You still have gas money expenses. You still got all these expenses, right? And you still have not positioned yourself to lower your taxes. You're still in the high tax bracket. Think about what this person did right here. This person just started a business, and I teach people a strategy that I learned being associated with a few companies, and I didn't even know this part. I knew, being able to write off things throughout the year, but I didn't know about the immediate pay raise on the current job that you currently have. I didn't know about that part. That's a strategy. Strategies trumps sales all day long. All day long. Okay? All day long. So think about this for a second. You on your full-time job still, okay, you didn't have to go and spend extra time away. You didn't even have to go spend extra money to go to work, right? You just simply started a business and put the money that you're giving the government interest-free. You're giving an interest-free loan every year. Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all celebrate a refund every year. Look at your W-2 and then look at your refund. I guarantee you won't be celebrating a refund. You're going to be asking, okay, where the hell is the rest of my damn money at? You see what I'm saying? That's a disadvantage to being a W-2 employee and getting another W-2. You're killing yourself in taxes. You working for the money, but yet you're giving your money away. That don't make no sense. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever for you to work for your money, but you're going to give your money away to the government because you don't know any better, right? You're just doing what everybody's doing. Sometimes it's not wise to be a monkey see, monkey do person, to follow the crowd because you know what you end up like? The crowd. Listen, statistics show that 61% of Americans right now here in 2022, September the 18th, 61% of Americans right now are living paycheck to paycheck. Right now, 61%. Think about that. Statistics also show that the average family could use an extra $300 to $500 a month That would right there alone would keep them from bankruptcy. So think about this for a second. You starting a business, performing a strategy which puts an extra 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how much federal tax is being taken out of your check. Go look at your check. But let's just say you bring back an extra $500 a month just starting a business. You didn't have to go get in your car. You didn't have to sit in traffic. You didn't have to do any of that. You just started a business and shifted your tax bracket from 30-something% down to about 18%. Just starting the business. You haven't even built the business. You haven't even shared your business with anybody yet. Did you just hear what I just said? Somebody type that below. Immediate pay raise. Somebody type that in the chat. Instant pay raise. That's the value propositions to starting a business versus you going out and spending extra time and money on a part-time job. That's just one benefit. An immediate pay raise. And again, think about this for a second. Most people don't make an extra $300, $400, $500 a month on that part-time job. They don't. But starting a business shifts your income potential. Now you just put yourself in a position to go and adjust your W-4, boom, put that money back in your paycheck. Now, how would things be different for you if an extra $500 just came back into your paycheck? A month. Not once, a month. That's the first thing. Here's the second thing. You're not spending extra time away from doing the things you would rather be doing. So you're not spending an extra 10, 15, 20 hours a week at an office or at a cubicle somewhere on that part-time job. You're spending less time because you freed up your time by simply being smart by adjusting your W-4. Now, here's the second value proposition to starting a business versus being a W-2 employee. Again, the income is limited on a part-time job. On a business, the income is unlimited. Guys, we just literally had someone join this company, our team, right? Our Live Good team, 23 days ago. And this person has already put themselves in a position. They've hit one of the highest ranks in the company called Diamond. If you know anything about Diamond, the average Diamond is earning $8,000 to $10,000 a month. That's a six-figure a year income position in 23 days. On top of what he's currently doing. Think about that for a second. See, that's unlimited income. There's no caps there. He doesn't have to ask anybody, right? He doesn't have to spend any extra time away. In fact, the way he's doing it, he's going to be able to earn the two incomes that I'm going to share with you guys this morning. It's called leverage income and residual income. Think about this for a second. At this point, whether he says anything else or not about Live Good, if he mentions it or not, he can shut up about Live Good. There are people that he has sponsored, that his people have sponsored, and those people that sponsor. You can't stop other people's excitement. He can shut up about the business at this point, and he's going to experience a weekly check, whether he promotes it or not. Think about that versus the part-time job situation. You're going to have to trade. You're going to have to get up, go to work after you spent already 8 to 10 hours on the full-time job, right? So you're going to have to get up, go trade your time for it, and then you get paid every week. Versus launching a business, right? And at some point, you're going to start earning passive income from the team's effort. Remember, some of you guys don't know about J. Paul Getty. Go find out what J. Paul Getty says. The first recorded billionaire. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of my own efforts. That's how you create wealth, folks. You're not going to create wealth trading your time for money. You're going to earn some income. That's called linear income, but you're not going to create wealth. See the difference? That's the second value proposition. Unlimited income and the potential to earn some passive money. Now, here's the third most powerful way that you're going to earn that you cannot earn on a part-time job. You can't earn passive money on a job. Part-time job or full-time job, don't make no difference. You can't earn it. It's impossible. You're not going to earn residual income on a part-time job. It's impossible. There's no way for you to do that. In a business, you can literally build a book of business, ask an insurance agent how it feels to sell a policy one time to a family, but that family keeps that policy year after year after year, and they continue to get paid month after month, year after year after year. Ask a few reps in Legal Shield that's been around in the game for over 20-something years that enrolled someone back in 91, but they're still getting paid off the book of business that they built in 2023 from 1995 or 2005 or whenever. Me, I built a network marketing company in 2011. I showed you guys this. And to this day, look, we didn't even build that company for years. We built it over the summer. And to this day, every month, I still get a residual check. Hadn't said nothing about the company since 2011, since the summer of 2011. Every single month, like clockwork, I get a residual check. It's impossible. If I went out and got a part-time job, there's no way in hell that they're going to pay me, 12 years later? Come on. What job is going to do that? You see what I'm saying? Not only that, the taxes. Remember when I said that you're in the highest tax bracket as a W-2? You're being taxed to death. Taxes is going to be your biggest expense over your lifetime. That's the one thing that you want to lower as much as possible. It's taxes. See, when you start a business, when you have that part-time job or that full-time job, don't you got gas that you got to put money in your car? Don't you got, rent or a mortgage? Don't you go out to eat? Don't you bless your kids with some gifts every now and then? See, you can't write none of that stuff off. With a business, though, you work hard for your money, you get the opportunity to keep more of your money. And write off a lot of the expenses that you're already spending money on. See, that's why I got involved in network marketing 21 years ago. I didn't get involved because of the passive or the residual. I didn't know about any of that. I was aware that I needed to start a business because when I went from making $10 an hour to 60 grand a year, I started noticing my paycheck, and I'm looking at the gross, and that shit was gross, right? And I'm looking at the net, and I'm like, wait a minute, the net and the gross is drastically different. How can I lower that gap in there? The Bible says you seek and you shall find. So I start seeking a way to lower my taxes, and sure enough, I stumbled across the network marketing industry 21 years ago. See, that's what made me start looking at the home-based business industry. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a passive. I discovered that, and I was like, wait a freaking minute, are you serious? Passive money? Why ain't nobody talking me about that? Residual money, why? See, I discovered the other blessings and the personal development, the growth. I didn't join network marketing for that. I joined because I went from making $10 an hour to 60 grand a year, and that damn tax gap was kicking my ass when I was getting my check every 2 weeks. And I said, I need to lower this. Man, they're taking way too much out of my check. How? And somebody came along and said, James, start a business, bro. In fact, as a matter of fact, I remember very clearly. When I got that management position, I was already working part-time at Walmart at night from 11 to 7, and then had to be at the office and open up by 10, which I was at the office by 8. From 8 to like 6, we shut down. 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm out of there. So 16, 12 hours, 12 to 16 hour days managing Tennessee title loan and going to sleep for about an hour or so and then driving all the way out to East Memphis to go to work. Just to make some extra money. At the moment I started that network marketing business, guess what I did with that part-time job? I cut it off, shut it off. Even though I didn't know about the strategy of getting the instant pay raise at that time. I didn't know about that strategy. I learned that later on. Hell, if I would have known that damn strategy, because they was taking about almost $2,000 out of my paycheck. I would have put that money right back in my paycheck if I would have knew that strategy back then. See, that's the difference, guys. It doesn't even make sense to go out and get a part-time job. When you start weighing things up, it don't even make sense. Like, you gotta be, I don't want to offend nobody, because you don't know what you don't know, but when you know better, my granny used to say, boy, when you know better, you better do better. And so when you know better, you gotta be plumb stupid. I'm just gonna say it. You gotta be plumb freaking stupid to go out and get a part-time job when you know better. Because it doesn't even make common sense. When you start running the numbers, when you start adding the numbers up and subtracting the numbers, it doesn't even make common sense. If you have a full-time job, to go out and get another part-time job and spend all that extra time away from doing the things you'd rather be doing. It don't even make sense. The numbers do not even add up. What's up, Tamara? What's up, B. Ivy? What's going on, bro? I mean, it don't even make common sense. It don't make sense. It just doesn't. When you add up the time factor, when you add up the money factor, when you add up the taxes, it makes no sense to go and waste your damn time on somebody else's time clock on a part-time basis just to make an extra $200 to $300 a month. Because you ain't making no more than that. $500, $600 a month, that's a stretch on a part-time job. Now, for some of you guys that are gig workers, you have the full-time job, but you are a gig worker, like a Uber or whatever. Tip: still start a part-time business. Because see, you fall in that tax bracket of that 1099. You can literally start you a business with the state, get your free tax ID number with the IRS, register your business with the state, and call it Davis Transportation or Davis Courier Services, whatever you want to call it, right? Open up your business bank account. Boom, you in that same tax bracket. You see in the same situation. Full-time job, you can adjust your W-4. Why? Because you have a 1099 business in the form of an Uber driver, a gig worker. Here's the problem with that part. Here's the problem with the gig worker. You got to go out and perform that. You still got to go out and do it. You still ain't creating the leverage yet. You're missing the whole leverage and the residual part. So it's cool to have a full-time job and a part-time gig. But in the midst of both of those, baby, you got to get your own shit. You got to get your own business. And that business needs to create passive money for you and residual money for you. Because guess what's going to happen 100% to you and me? Someday we're going to wake up, we're going to decide, you know what, I don't feel like working today. I don't want to work today. You know, you're not going to want to work anymore. Trade your time for a compensation. And for those of you that have your money in traditional savings, oh my goodness, y'all in trouble. Because you ain't been following what's going on in the world. You're in trouble. You got traditional 401ks and all this other. You are in trouble. Straight up. Just gonna keep it real with you. This is not about that though. It's a whole nother conversation. So, how many of you guys see the value now in starting a business versus a part-time job? Type the number 7 if you see value in starting a business versus starting a part-time job. And again, even if you do do a part-time job, still get you a business. Start you a business. Because again, you need to shift the tax bracket that you're in. I'm 50. I know for a fact the biggest expense I've had over the 50 years I've been living, taxes. It ain't been my cribs. It ain't been my cars. It ain't been the properties. It ain't been the traditional businesses, right, that I own, currently operating, currently got payroll. Ain't none of that. It's taxes. Taxes has been my biggest expense throughout my lifetime. And your boy paying as less as possible. As less as legally possible. I would shock many of you if you knew how much I actually paid in taxes. Well, first you would have to know how much I actually made. That ain't your business. But I'm just saying, you would literally be shocked at how much I pay in taxes. When I think about how much I make and how much I pay in taxes, it's fair. It's all fair. It's all fair. You know what wasn't fair? 18 years ago when I was still in corporate America, trading my time for money, getting them $60,000 a year, but bringing home about 42. That's what was not fair. You know what's not fair? You getting a $7,000 refund every year, but you look at your W-2 and you see that they've taken $31,000 for the year, or $22,000 for the year. They took $19,000 for the year. They took $19,000 the whole year, but you celebrate a $5,000 refund. How in the hell is that fair? And y'all don't say nothing about it. In fact, you do it year after year after year after year until you get into a room where I'm doing the presentation and I share the wisdom with you, and you wake up and have a rude awakening moment. You be like, holy fuck, are you serious, James? I've been doing that for the past 10 years. Put this in the comments. Lost opportunity cost. Lost opportunity cost. That's a big one. The money you could have invested, you gave it away. Lost opportunity cost. You have literally been giving the government an interest-free loan for the past 10 years, 20 years. You've got married, have children, and you have not adjusted your W-4 at all. Why? Because you don't know no better. They don't teach you this stuff. They don't teach you about the importance of your credit. They don't teach you about the importance of building a business. They don't teach you the importance about lowering your taxes. They don't teach you the importance about building something that's going to pay you passively whether you work or not. See, I earn income whether I get out of bed or not. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. The income comes in whether I work or not. And then I wake up and decide to make me 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking thousand damn dollars, and I do it because I trade the markets. That's the power of not only starting a business, but getting yourself around the people who can teach you stuff like that. See, I'm just talking about time and money. I ain't included the personal development, the power of the associations that you're going to get around, people that you're going to discover, find out some new things, learn some new things to quadruple your net worth. Associations took my 6 figures to 8. Did you hear what I just said? Let me repeat what I just said. Associations in 2017 took my little 6 figures to 8 over these past 6-7 years. All because of who I knew, who I was associated with. And that person gave us a call and gave us a green light, gave us a heads up and a green light on something, and we took advantage of it, or at least I did. I wasn't going to sleep on it. I wasn't going to sleep on it. I took it serious. And to this day, I'm still doing the same old fucking two-step. Same old. The fundamentals are the fundamentals. The fundamentals is going to make you stupid rich. I'm telling you right now. Especially if you got a skill set that you can do that with. And again, being comfortable in my cubicle, I would have never learned that. My mind would have never expanded. Les Brown says, once your mind expands, it can never go back to its original form. I had to get the fuck out of my comfort zone, excuse my language. I had to get out of my inner circle. I had to get away from around my friends and family members, quote unquote. They loved me the most, but they respected me the least when it came to business. I had just got out of prison. So people would judge you literally versus judging the opportunity and the information that you have that can completely change their lives. So don't frown up at opportunities of business versus running to a damn part-time job like a chicken with your head cut off, because that's all you know. Hopefully you got some real game on this morning. If you got value, type I got value below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Van, what's going on, brother? Lost opportunity cost. Yes, sir. Unbelievable, man. People have literally cried to me, bro. People have come up to me after speaking on stage and came up to me and said, man, bro, what you said really hurt me. Like I've been giving the government of damn tax-free loan for 22 years, James. Lost opportunity cost. I could have spent that money on this. I could have invested that money in that. I could have did this with it. I could have did that with it. Oh, I know. That's why I'm on stage teaching, trying to enlighten my people. Because what does the Bible say? And I'm done. My people perish due to the lack of knowledge. They don't suffer. They ain't broke. No, they perish. I'm talking about generations perish due to a lack of knowledge. And in today's society, people don't even want to learn. And that's sad. But hey, who am I to judge? I'm just an old nigga from Memphis, South Memphis, old ex-convict nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody special. So don't listen to me. All right? But if you got value, type I got value. I'm just saying, I think it's sad that you guys give your money away like that. You work for your money, but you give it away. When all you simply got to do is start a business. Start making you that extra money. Start tracking your expenses. Start writing off those thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that you're giving away to the government in the form of interest-free loans every single year. I hope this pisses you the fuck off and make you do something. Because again, when you start adding those numbers up over the years, it should piss you off. Straight up. It should piss you off. If it doesn't piss you off, then hey, it's your life. I wish you guys the best, man. It's your boy, James R. Davidson, signing out. Hopefully you got value today. And listen, if you need a business, I got a $10 a month business for you. Oh my God. Every time that rolls off my tongue, I'll be like, what? What did I just say? $10 a month? Did I just say two fucking $5 bills a month? Did I just say that? Did I just say a 5 and 5 ones a month to run a global business? And did I just say earlier that a guy put himself in a 6-figure position in 23 days and all he's paying is $10 a month? Yep. $9.95 a month. So if you need a business, we got you, man. If someone has shared this to their timeline, and if they're in Live Good, it's going to be a link up above. Take the free tour, or down below. Take the free tour. Put yourself in a position, guys, to start a business, okay? If someone has shared this on their timeline, if they're in Live Good, they already know what to do. If they shared, they got a link up above or it's down below in their comments. Make sure you click it, watch the little 5-minute video, see if it's a good fit for you to start a business with them, right? So, you know, collaboration is the new money these days. So, hey, it's all about collaboration. It's all about who you know, right? I already shared with you guys because I knew somebody, it took my income from one to the next. So don't underestimate the power of networking and collaborations. Okay. So I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. It's your boy. Holla back, man. Peace!